Ooh. Oh yeah, there's some heat in there. Oh! Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars, and I'm here today with a brand new video. We are here with an all new food challenge, and it's gonna get hot. That's right, we are doing the spicy food throwdown here at Walt Disney World. So I am headed across Walt Disney World to try everything that claims to be incredibly spicy. So we're talking burgers, we're talking wings, we are talking drinks, and I'm gonna let you know which of these things are actually spicy, which ones are delicious, and maybe which ones are even too hot to handle. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited. Let's get spicy. Part of the biggest challenge of making this video is actually even finding spicy food at Walt Disney World. Because Walt Disney World caters to a mass of people, they tend to stay a little bit safer on the flavor profiles. They don't do a lot of incredibly hot food because most people do not like incredibly hot and spicy food. So sometimes you'll get things that they'll tell you it's hot, and as someone who likes spicy food, it's really not. So some of these things are described as numbingly spicy, incredibly spicy, and we'll see if they're up to the test. But I think we're gonna find a lot of great, amazing food at some underrated places, but is any of it gonna be actually really hot? Only one way to find out. We are starting this spicy food challenge at Disney Springs, which actually has some of the best food in Walt Disney World. That's because a lot of the food here is not made by Disney. It's owned and operated by operating participants, including 6 different James Beard award-winning chefs have restaurants here. Master Sommelier George Militotis has a restaurant here. So you're gonna get some excellent cuisine when you come eat at Disney Springs. But our first stop on the Disney Springs adventure and this spicy food challenge is a Disney-owned and operated location. It's called Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar. It's one of my favorite places in all of Walt Disney World. It is an Indiana Jones themed bar. They do some great drinks, some great beers, and of course some great eats. And we're headed in there now to find something spicy. I absolutely adore Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar. There are tons of Indiana Jones themed Easter eggs. If you don't know who Jock Lindsey is, you know in the beginning of the first Indiana Jones movie when Indiana Jones is trying to escape and he's like, "Jock, the plane, start the plane." That's Jock Lindsey. This is Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar, so this is his bar. And there's tons of Easter eggs all over the place. Like this boat right here that you could sit in as part of the tables, it's called the Reggie, named after his pet snake. There's all kinds of cool stuff. I wrote a post about it on AllEars.net. We can link for you if you want to read all of the Easter eggs. I love this place. It's probably one of my favorite lounges at Walt Disney World. They've got really great drinks, and I love their food as well. They have an air cargo loaded pretzel where they take a big pretzel and they shove it full of a charcuterie board, like meats and cheeses, and comes with beer cheese, and it's like everything I never knew I wanted. During the holidays, it becomes Jock Lindsey's Holiday Bar, and they do the whole thing with like tacky Christmas decorations. It's a really great place to come set out on the patio, but I just ordered what they said was the spiciest thing on their menu. Their menu is unique for traditional bar food. You're going to find normal things you find in the bar, like pretzels, like wings, like flatbreads, but it's a little bit inspired by Jock's adventures all over the world. So you're going to see some South American flavors, you're going to see some Asian-inspired flavors, all kinds of good spices and stuff, but I ordered what they said was the hottest thing on their menu. These are the Club Obi-Wan chicken wings. I love that all of the menu items pretty much have an Indiana Jones themed name. Club Obi-Wan is a nightclub that Indy goes to in Temple of Doom, and it's of course also a nod to Star Wars. But these are served with lime sour cream, and you can actually get the wings in 3 different flavors. There's a Shanghai barbecue, bird's eye chili, which I was told is like a medium, or this is the St. Augustine ducktail pepper sauce, which is a sweet heat, and she said for sure the spiciest of the wings and also the spiciest thing on the menu. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try them Sans lime sour cream first because I want to just be able to taste the wing. I'm gonna go for a flat. I feel like that'll be more sauce, less wing. Are you flats or drums? Let me know in the comments. Here we go. Color me surprised to find they do have a little bit of heat on the back end. They definitely are a sweet heat. The first thing I'm getting hit with is the sweet flavor. And then you do get a little pepper on the back. Sir, I'm gonna need you to leave.
Fine, but just don't touch my wings.
I am pleasantly delighted and surprised by these wings. Not only is the flavor great on the wings, but they're actually really... I'm sorry, I'm distracted. There's so many birds out here, and they're all talking to each other. I can hear them. They're like plotting their takeover. When I order wings at wings restaurants, my favorite flavors are usually Caribbean jerk or mango habanero, which are also sweet heat flavors. These aren't super duper spicy. Like, you can definitely get spicier wings at like a Buffalo Wild Wings if you were to get their habanero, mango habanero. But these are really good wings too. Nice crispy skin, nice juicy, moist cooked meat. Sauced well, but not over sauced. I really like this lime chili dipping sauce. These are awesome. I've never gotten these here because I always normally get that pretzel, but I'm impressed. I'm going to be rating each of these dishes on 2 different scales. One will be the pepper scale, 1 to 5 peppers for how hot it is, and one will be how delicious is it, which is the smile scale. So from 1 to 5 smiles. On the pepper scale, the 1 is going to be like a bland chicken breast. Kind of 5 is going to be the hottest thing I've ever had at Walt Disney World. So keep that in mind. The scale is skewed a little bit to be Disney spicy because you're now the hottest thing you've ever eaten will not be something at Walt Disney World. I've done the hot sauce challenge, like the hot ones challenges, and I'm telling you, like those sauces will never see Disney World. So we have to skew it a little bit to be like Disney hot is our scale. On the Disney hot scale, I'm going to give this about a 3.5. The more of them I eat, the more spice I'm getting, the more heat. There's a little bit of burning in the back. These are actually probably the spiciest wings I've ever had in Walt Disney World, but I think we're going to get hotter things in general out there. They're very, very delicious, which means they get an actual 5 on the delicious scale, 5 smiles. These are excellent wings. I like the sauce. They're cooked perfectly, and I just love Jock Lindsay's. So we're off to a good start. Those were excellent, and I can't wait to see what's next. For our next spicy adventure, we are at Everglaze. Yes, the donut shop. Yes, it's me, an active hater of donuts at a donut shop for a spicy food challenge. Confused? That's okay. Everglaze, not only do they do elaborate donuts, not only do they do elaborate coffees, but they actually have a grill here, and you can get things like burgers and chicken sandwiches. But on their menu, they've got spicy loaded fries. Will they be spicy? I don't know. I just know they won't be a donut, which is the real treat for me. I'm told these are delicious. I have eaten them for different videos, and I can tell that they're good quality donuts. And these are, of course, the donuts that are like covered in candy bars and cereal and like all kinds of wild things. So there is that option if you are a donut kind of person, but I am not. And I'm also have my eyes on the prize here. Here are my spicy fries. So these are their waffle fries with buffalo seasoning, spicy mayo, and scallions. I asked if they were spicy, and she said they were a little, but they could put extra buffalo seasoning on them if I wanted to. Obviously, I want them to. This is a spicy challenge throwdown. And then I also have We Met, obviously got iced coffee. Everglaze actually is very good iced coffee. It's not my favorite. I think I still like Joffrey's, or for a treat, I really like Gideon's. But they do have great iced coffee and cold brew, and you can really customize them, which is what I like about it. They've got like 8 different kinds of milks. They've got all different flavors, so you can do a little something. They've got different flavors of cold foam, so it is a pretty good coffee spot, and I recommend it if you're a coffee drinker. So this is just cold brew, 1 pump of pumpkin, and a little bit of half and half. Boring, but there is more exciting options if you're into that. But now, let's get into these. For the record, I still have spicy flavor on my mouth from those wings. I ate all 8 of them, no questions asked. They were delicious. Probably the best wings I've had in Walt Disney World. And I do have some tingles still in my mouth, so those were a good start for this challenge. But I'm picking up this particular fry because it looks like it has the most buffalo seasoning. I'm trying to decide if it's hot or just really good. Ooh. Oh yeah, there's some heat in there. Oh! It's coming hot in the back. Yeah, these are legitimately spicy. The waffle fries are cooked like, these are really good waffle fries. And the spicy mayo, I don't think it's the spicy mayo that's hot, and I love spicy mayo. I think it's the buffalo seasoning. Yeah, so by asking for extra, she really did make these legitimately spicy. I did not think they would be, honestly. They're really good. The more I eat, the more I'm getting the like hot feeling. Like I feel like I'm sweating out of my cheeks. These are legitimately really good, and they're, I think, definitely spicier than the wings, which is very surprising. So I'm gonna give them like a 4 on the spicy scale, and I'm gonna give them another 5 on delicious. These have pleasantly surprised me and given me a reason to come to Everglaze. Update, this particular concoction I made is the best one I've ever made. At Everglaze, their like pre-listed coffees are too sweet for me, so I like to do a CYO, and this is the best one I've ever made, so. Good coffee spot. These fries are impressing me. Who'd have thunk it? I love a donut shop. Next up on this spicy world tour, we are headed to Morimoto Street Food. This is the quick service porch outside of Morimoto, Asia, of course brought to you by Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto, and they are known for their ramens. They've got amazing ribs, all kinds of incredible Asian-inspired food, but we are looking at one dish and one dish only, friends. So I actually came here to get the spicy kimchi ramen, which had bulgogi beef, and it was a spicy kimchi ramen, but they don't make that one anymore. It just changed over. So they said they can make any of their ramen spicy here at Street Food. So this is the ginger scallion ramen, which normally comes with sake poached chicken, a duck broth, cilantro, and a soy marinated egg. But they said, we'll make any of them spicy, so they added sambal sauce to it, and then they gave me extra sambal sauce, and then I also got sriracha. So I feel like this one's gonna be very spicy. Bonus fun, I'm gonna try to use chopsticks to eat these. Mostly want, oh, look at this bite that I'm not gonna be able to pick up with chopsticks. But it's got a lot of that pepper sauce on it. Sambal is a red pepper sauce. All right, well, this is all I can get with that. I got it in my eye. This isn't going well. I'm gonna try it with the spoon now. Let's forget the chopsticks. That was a disaster. All right, we have a carefully manufactured bite here with the chicken, the noodles, and extra of the sauce. I love the food here at Morimoto Street Food. I feel like it's almost a sleeper hit as far as a quick service goes at Disney Springs. A lot of people know about Morimoto Asia and that there's a full service restaurant, but don't realize you can get this incredible food at a walk-up counter. I mean, Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto is behind this, so everything I've ever had here, from the ramens to the ribs, is A+. Awesome gourmet food at a really reasonable price. This ramen is no exception. It's not super spicy on its own, but by adding in the special sauces, the sambal sauce and the hot sauces, it really kicked it up a notch. So if you're a spicy fan, I recommend grabbing a side of these sauces on anything, and you can always add it and kick up your dish as well. But I'm gonna have to give that bite I just had, as well as the pepper in the eye, a 5 on the pepper scale. I think this is about as hot as you're gonna get in Walt Disney World with that sauce. I also am giving it a 5 on the delicious scale. I guess I'm just generous today, or I'm eating really good food. I must not forget to give a shout out to the soy egg, which I just stabbed with a chopstick because clearly I don't know how to use them, because it's not spicy. It's just like a soy marinated egg, and it is amazing. Hey fellow hot sauce lovers, little pro tip. I'm gonna put these in my backpack for the next time I eat something not spicy. I now interrupt this spicy food throwdown to bring you the weirdest thing I found in Disney Springs that might actually end up being amazingly delicious. I popped into the M&M store here to see if they had some kind of chocolate chili M&M, but instead I found this, popcorn flavored M&Ms. Is this gonna be amazing? Is it gonna be weird? Only one way to find out. It certainly smells like popcorn. And you may know I love popcorn. I actually love popcorn and M&Ms. That's like my moody snack. So what if I could just erase the middleman and just have popcorn flavored M&Ms? It is with a heavy heart that I tell you, they smell more like popcorn than they taste like popcorn. They basically just taste like crispy M&Ms, which are one of my favorite kind of M&Ms. For the next dish on our adventure, we are headed into a place I haven't been in a very long time, City Works Eatery and Poorhouse. This is actually a newer restaurant, and it opened up next to what was once known as the NBA Experience. Let's have a moment of silence. Anyway, it's basically this awesome sports bar that has dozens of different beers on tap and elevated bar food, but you know we're here for something spicy, and I have just the thing in mind. Here she is. This is the Scorpion Burger, and doesn't that just look amazing? So it's actually got habanero pepper jack, jalapenos, a 5-pepper jam, arugula tomato, scorpion pepper aioli on a burger cooked that medium rare, and then I also am trying, they have over 75 different beers on tap here, and this is the coffee blonde. It's me. It's my beer twin. First up, not spicy, but coffee blonde. It's called the Awake Coffee Blonde. It's made by Three Daughters Brewing Company, which is out in St. Pete. So I relate to this beer. Look at it. Do we look the same? It's a blonde made up of coffee. And I'm also a blonde made of coffee. Ooh. legitimately delicious. Now, Three Daughters also does a beach blonde ale, which is one of my favorite craft beers, and this tastes like that, but it does have significant notes of coffee in it, so it's very refreshing and delicious, but it has that nice nutty coffee addition, so that's delicious. If you are a beer drinker, I definitely recommend coming here just for a drink or so, because they have a lot of different beers. So this isn't a Disney thing, this is a chain, but if you've never been to one and you've gotten some free time at Disney, but anyway, time to eat this spicy burger. So this definitely has more heat than I expected it to. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that. There's literally like 6 jalapenos right on the top there. It's cooked really well. I like the arugula, and there's actually sweetness coming from the tomato as well as from that 5-pepper jam on the back end. That's kind of turning down the sweetness, but that pepper aioli plus the straight up jalapenos are really giving this nice kick. It's a nice, well-cooked burger. On the pepper scale, I'm going to give this burger a 5 as well. I think it's significantly spicier than the wings. And it is on par with the ramen in the bite that I took, like where I dumped a bunch of the hot sauce on the ramen. I do think overall, if you got the ramen as it's supposed to be or had mixed in the hot sauce, this would be the spicier thing. This is intended to be spicy as a dish, and it definitely has a kick. Also, my server said this was the hottest thing on the menu, so this is the Nashville hot chicken wrap. Buttermilk breaded chicken. It's got a hot cayenne pepper mop sauce, romaine, cucumbers, tomato, red onion ranch, flour tortilla, and then it comes with fries on the side. So we'll see if this is actually hotter. I was talking to my server about spicy foods, and he said, you have to try the Nashville hot chicken. It's definitely spicier than the scorpion burger. So I said, bring it up. Let's do it. That is a pretty good chicken wrap. However, I definitely don't think it's spicier than the burger. It's definitely got heat and it's spicier than the wings. So I would give the chicken wrap a 4 on the spicy scale. On the delicious scale, I would give the burger, this is hard because I know while it is a very good burger, there are much better burgers in Disney World, and there are even much better burgers for less money here in Disney Springs. Deluxe Burger is better. They also have a spicy burger. It's not this hot, but it's less money and it's a better burger. So I want to give the burger like a 4 on the delicious scale, and the chicken wrap like a 3 on the delicious scale. Both are good, but I wouldn't send anyone out of their way to try either one of these things. That's the problem with places like Cityworks in Disney Springs. It's very good bar food. I know it's a scratch kitchen, and I love their beer selection. So I don't think you're going to be bad if you eat either one of those things, but they're not worse, especially Disney. So I can't give them as high of a rating as something at like Jock Fences. The burger's definitely better than the wrap, though. I made it to Disney's Animal Kingdom on our spicy food challenge, and I'm headed to one of my favorite locations anywhere in Walt Disney World. I bet you know where it is. We are headed to the Nomad Lounge. This is truly one of the best things in this park and Disney World in general. It's this amazing lounge right on the water, and they have fabulous cocktails, but they also do some small plates, including one that's, of course, nice and hot. I love sitting out here, especially in the outdoor seating, because it's right on the water and the character flotillas will come by. Thank you! And this is one of my favorite places to go. My food from the Nomad Lounge has arrived. This is the Togashi Spiced Tuna Nomad Bowl. So it's got steamed rice, red cabbage kimchi, ginger scallion oil, and mushrooms in there. But the Togarashi spice is very spicy. It's an Asian spice. And then I also, what not everyone realizes, is that you are able to order off the Tiffin's menu while you're out here. Not everything, but you are able to get a few things. This is the Gobi Manchurian, which is an add-on. It's an enhancement on the Tiffin's menu, and it is basically spicy cauliflower. So I'm excited for both of these. I'm not the biggest fan of seared tuna, but I was told that this is delicious and super spicy, specifically by Quincy, so this one's on her. Get what looks like the hottest piece of this, like covered in sauce. Let's get the spiciest one, get a little rice, get a little shroomy. First of all, I can agree it's delicious. Even as someone who's not the biggest fan of seafood, that is cooked beautifully. It's lightly seared. I don't think this is that spicy. This is not that hot. It's fabulous. So I give Quincy credit there, but I will not. It's coming in a little on the back end, but this is by far less spicy than stuff we had at Disney Springs. On the pepper scale, I'm going to give this a 3. But once again, on the delicious scale, I'm going to give it a 5. basically when they put a lot of spice and flavor into the food, it's all delicious. That's what I'm learning from this video. But now let's try the cauliflower, which I have had before in Tiffin's. Delicious. It's fried cauliflower, so it's not really like eating your vegetables, but you know what, in Disney World, this is sometimes as close as you can get to eating your vegetables. I think this one has a little bit more heat than the tuna bowl. The more you eat it, the spicier it gets. So I'm gonna give the cauliflower, again, a 5 on the delicious scale, because I think it's absolutely fabulous and definitely a great way to enhance your meal sitting out here at Tiffin's. But I'm gonna give this one a 4 on the pepper scale. For our next spicy food, I am up bright and early to have breakfast at the Whispering Canyon Cafe in Disney's Wilderness Lodge. This is one of my favorite Disney resorts. It's absolutely stunning in here. And the Whispering Canyon Cafe is debuting a new spicy cinnamon roll this morning. So obviously, perfect timing. I'm here for shooting a spicy video. We're gonna try a spicy cinnamon roll. This is a deluxe resort in the Magic Kingdom area, but because it's not on the monorail, I feel like it sometimes gets forgotten. And it is one of my favorite resorts, this one in Animal Kingdom Lodge. And every time I walk in here, it takes my breath away. It's just absolutely stunning. And if you're unfamiliar with Whispering Canyon Cafe, it is a full-service restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They are most known for their skillets at all 3 meals, but at lunch and dinner, you'll get like a barbecue skillet with barbecued meats and corn on the cob and mashed potatoes and things, and they're all you care to enjoy. And they also do have the fun hijinks of the servers, not right now, unfortunately, but pre-closure, this is where if you ask for ketchup, they'd bring you all the bottles in the restaurant, and they would do pogo, stick horse races, just stick horse, no pogo, that'd be wild. I had 7 in the morning and I haven't had coffee yet, but it's a really great kind of underrated restaurant, and I'm excited to have breakfast here. Here they are, the brand new spicy cinnamon roll sticks at Whispering Canyon. So first of all, how cute is this little crate that they're being served in? This is on the appetizer menu here. So they have crushed red hot candies, a bacon wick, and it looks to be a chocolate bacon wick, a cinnamon, there's a warm candied nut glaze here, there's the normal cinnamon roll frosting inside wrapped up in there, but the coating is red hots. So this is super fun, and it's called the Dynamite Cinnamon Roll Sticks. And are these not adorable? I've taken one out, cut it open. You can see there's literally cinnamon roll in there. There's literally red hots, the little round candies in there. And then I've put some of this maple syrup pecan stuff on top. My server said is amazing, the glaze, and I can't wait to eat one of these. Okay. It mostly tastes like a cinnamon roll. I put a lot of the syrup on it though, so I can't taste any spicy yet, and I can definitely taste the chocolate-covered bacon. It tastes cinnamon-ier than a regular cinnamon roll, and I just confirmed with the servers that they did add extra cinnamon to add more of the little kick, but I'm not getting any hot from this. I'm gonna try and just eat the innards of the cinnamon roll. There, I literally heard a crunch and got a candy, but it's still not that hot. It's got that little bit of heat from red hots. It mostly tastes like cinnamon rolls and a really cute presentation with the delicious pecan glaze on it. So spicy scale, I'm gonna give it a 1. The delicious scale, I'm gonna give it about a 4. Because it's a very good cinnamon roll, but it's not the best cinnamon roll at Disney World. That, in my opinion, is Gaston's Tavern. It's a little bit, I want more of the frosting. Like, this nut glaze is really good, but I want more of the kind of like traditional white frosting. So, it's very good, it's very fun. This would be a great shareable appetizer if you're coming to Whispering Canyon, but it's not that spicy. We have made it to Epcot, the holy grail of eating in Walt Disney World, and with cuisines from around the world, you know there's some spicy stuff here, including a dish I'm headed to get first that is described as numbingly spicy. We are at our first stop in Epcot, the China Pavilion. We're gonna go have a little lunch here at the 9 Dragons restaurant. This is the full service restaurant inside the China Pavilion, and I'm gonna get something they're calling numbingly spicy. The 9 Dragons really is a beautiful restaurant. It's just one that not a lot of people visit, and one I don't super highly recommend. The food is good, but it's very similar to food you can get at your local Benihana, pretty much. It's just Americanized Chinese food. It is good, but there's just so many more unique places in Epcot to eat that I recommend those. However, it's usually pretty easy to get a reservation, and the food is consistently decent. So if you are trying to book a last-minute reservation or something during a really busy time, this isn't a bad option. It's also fairly reasonably priced compared to a lot of other table service restaurants in Disney World. I have ordered the Spicy Mala Happy Family, which can come as a medley, or you can get just one of the items. So I went with the beef, and you choose white or fried rice. I went with fried, and I said extra spicy. My server was like, "Are you sure you want to order this? It's really hot." And I was like, "Yes, I would like you to make it hotter if possible." So here we go. Here it is, my mala beef. So I selected just the beef, but it can be chicken, shrimp, veggies, a medley. And it doesn't say it on any more on the menu, but it was originally described as numbingly spicy. When I ordered this, my server said, "Are you sure it's really hot?" And much like Ron Swanson, I said, "I know what I'm about, son." I didn't say that, but I felt like Ron Swanson saying it. And I said, "Can you make it extra spicy?" And my server definitely understood the assignment because he brought out Szechuan pepper sauce on the side. So he was like, "Here you go." And then it also comes with your choice of white or fried rice. So obviously I went for fried. And I'm ready to dig in. I'm gonna start with just a piece of the beef, and then I will dip it into the pepper sauce. Well, it's delish, but it's really not that spicy. Give me a little bit of the heat around the mouth, a little bit of heat on the tongue and in the back of the throat, but on its own, I would give that like a 3. I would equivalent that to like maybe a 3.5. I'd equivalent it to like the wings over at Jack Lindsay's. But let's get a piece of this beef and dip it in this pepper sauce aggressively. All right, so now let's really get in that pepper sauce. Pretty good. I really like that pepper sauce. Ooh. That's in the back of the throat. I would give the beef with the pepper sauce like a 4.5 or 5 on the pepper scale. The pepper sauce really does kick it up a notch, and it's not the hottest thing I've had in my life by far, but it's definitely one of the hottest things I've had at Disney World. So I would say like a 4.5, 5, because this is similar sauce that I had at Morimoto, and that was a 5. So yeah, I would give it a 5 with the pepper sauce. On the delicious scale, it's hard because I'm in Epcot where I tell you to go eat other things. I would give it like a 3.5 or 4. I think it's good. I just don't think it's that unique or something that you need to like go out of your way to eat. But yeah, this one I'd say is about the hottest thing you can get at Disney if you put that sauce on top of it. Our last stop is here in Mexico. We are headed into the pyramid to visit one of my favorite spots, La Cava del Tequila. Inside the pyramid in the Mexico Pavilion, you'll find a marketplace for shopping. You will find San Angel Inn, a full-service restaurant, Grand Fiesta Tour, the boat ride with the 3 caballeros, and of course, La Cava del Tequila, which is a tequila bar that serves up a spicy margarita. This is the El Diablo. This is my favorite drink at La Cava. It's one of my favorite drinks around World Showcase. It's got tequila, mezcal, lime juice, agave cucumber, jalapeno juice, which is what makes it spicy. And I asked him to kick it up a notch, so he said he'd make it extra spicy for me. Cheers. Ooh, it is so good. Love the smokiness from the mezcal. Love the jalapeno. It's not overwhelmingly spicy, though. It's definitely got a kick. If you don't like spicy at all, you won't like it. But I've had much spicier cocktails. I had a really spicy seasonal one over at Nomad Lounge. That isn't there right now, or that would be in the video. I'm going to give this a 2 on the spicy scale. The cucumber and the lime juice really balance out the spiciness from the jalapeno. So it's just like a subtle kick. And it's really more just to make it not a sweet drink, which is why I like it so much. But a fabulous cocktail. It's definitely a 5 for me on the recommendation chart, but only 2 peppers on the spicy chart. Well, friends, that's a wrap on my spicy food video. Which of these dishes is something you would try? Definitely let me know in the comments. Also, let us know what other food throwdowns you'd like to see next. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Hey, it's Molly here. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.